All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, and double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakin, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Now, this article is from the RT, and it states the EU bread prices are soaring. Now, this goes with prophecy, straightforward to prophecy, man. So let's get into the article. It reads, the food staple saw an average year-on surge of 18%, Eurostats reports. And that's also due to the fact, that halted production between Ukraine and Russia due to the fact, that they were in the midst of war, right? And we understand Ukraine and Russia, they're considered the breadbasket of the earth, supplying the world with around 33% or a third of grain, man. Well, wheat, barley, and all different types of, grain mills and things of that sort. It says household food bills across the EU have been rising dramatically in recent months as galloping inflation keeps fueling the prices for important staple foods, with bread now costing more than ever. And we understand the scriptures talk about this, man. Matter of fact, we could start off in the book of, I'll bring this precept out right here, this 2 Ezra 15 and 5. And it reads, behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So due to the fact that wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and Esau being in power, the Lord is bringing forth these plagues to destroy this place, man. So grabbing another precept coming from the book of 2 Kings, I believe it's the 16th verse, maybe the 16th or Soaring. Oops. 2 Kings 6. Is that 2 Kings 6? And I'll start here at 25. And there was 25, 2 Kings 6 and 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it, until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a cap of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, help my lord, O king. And he said, if the Lord Yahweh do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor, or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son, literally talking about cannibalism, man, which is about to hit America. It says, so we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son, that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son. Now it's about to go into the effects of that famine. Oh, Slacky, I believe I skipped it. Yeah, I skipped over. Slacky, I'm going to read 25 again, because that was the point. But going into famine, showing forth that famine is going to happen due to the fact of the lack of bread, man. This in Kings 6, right, and 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, right? So the most undesirable, or an undesirable piece of that animal, it was sold for a high price, man. It says in the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And that's it's funny that, well, not funny, but it's interesting, because it was a country down in South America that actually got out of their inflation, or their recession, Salakia, from selling, it's called guano, from selling bird poop, man. But it shows you that even bird poop had a price, due to the fact that it was fertilizer. Because if you had a seed and could grow something, or had seeds and was able to grow, that was a necessity. But also the fact that the poop in itself was still selling for much money, man. Now I'm gonna go back into the article, and now I'm grabbing the precept. It says, in August, the price of bread in the block was on average 18% higher compared to the same period a year ago. And that's roughly, or almost a fifth of a percent higher than what it was last year, man. That's almost, because a fifth is 20%. It says this is a huge increase compared with August 2021, when the price of bread was on average 3% higher than in August 2020. The highest increases were recorded in Hungary, where they soared by 66%. Woo! Bread prices in Lithuania saw a surge of 33%, so a third, while in Estonia and Slovakia, they grew 32%. So that's both a third and two-thirds inflation, man, or 66% and 33% rise in inflation just on the goods of bread, man. Now, you got to take a look or really understand it's not just loaves of bread they're talking about. It's anything that contains bread or wheat, meal, barley, all of these different grains, man. The price of everything goes up. Your fast food, if you got a lot of burger spots or burger joints in your city or whatever you're staying, hey, well, that dollar menu cheeseburger, you know, it was once $1. Hey, well, now it's $1.50, man. You know, or now it's $1.30, man. You know, or even it could even be $2 now. You know, that's how inflation works. It doesn't just only affect that main resource, but it affects everything that has that ingredient within it. So soups, if they have wheat in it, you know, your frozen foods, because a lot of them contain wheat, the price of everything goes up when wheat goes up, right? It says the lowest average increase in bread prices was recorded in France, where it was up by 8%. Both Luxembourg and the Netherlands saw an average price increase of 10%. Monthly data also showed a considerable increase in headline inflation, fluctuating from 3 to 10%, right? It was exactly what I just spoke on. Everything goes up, not just bread itself. The agency attributes rising bread prices to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. We spoke on that in the beginning, stressing that both nations have been major exporters of grain, wheat, maize, which is corn, oil seeds, particularly sunflower, so sunflower oil, corn oil, more than likely, peanut oil, if not peanut oil, then palm oil, and fertilizers. Going back exactly to the scriptures, the guano, or the calf of dove's dung, for 5 pieces of silver. So the scriptures are extremely precise, man. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai does not miss. Now I want to grab another precept showing forth this, right? It's coming from the book of Ezekiel, the 4th chapter. And yep, this is Ezekiel 4, and I'll start here at 9. It says, take thou also unto thee wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millet and fitches, and put them in one vessel, right, so the grains, and make thee bread thereof according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. And thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight. 20 shekels a day, from time to time shalt thou eat it. Going forth into rationing, man, showing you the serious times or the solemn times that they were in. 11, thou shalt drink also water by measure, the 6th part of an hin, from time to time shalt thou drink. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with the dung that cometh out of man in their sight. We also need to understand they didn't eat it of the man dung, but of cow. 13, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their bread defiled among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Right, when you read 15, which is what I was speaking of, you know, of the cow's dung. I'm just read down. Then said I, our Lord Yahweh, behold, my soul hath not been polluted, for from my youth up even till now have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself, or is torn in pieces, neither came their abominable flesh into my mouth. Then he said unto me, lo, I have given thee cow's dung for man's dung, and thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith. Showing you that what, man? It was a scarcity of items. You know, they had to ration. The scriptures also already tell us that the full storehouses shall be empty, man. So these grain silos and, you know, these different storehouses in which Esau, you know, puts up product or produce or wherever the case may be, hey, the Lord is going to make it to where, hey, these places, you know, whether the food rots in there or whether it spoils, whatever the case may be, but the inflation, the stringflation, and the scarcity of foods is only going to become more and more prevalent, man. You know? Now I want to close off in the book of Amos 8, because what's the true bread? There's Amos 8 and 11, and it reads, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I'll send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water, even though we understand that both a famine of bread and thirst for water is going to happen physically. But the most important one, it says of here, but of hearing the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and they shall wander from sea to sea and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it, man. Hey, because it's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua that allows you to withstand. That's why when we go into the book of Isaiah 33:6, it tells us, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. See, those who have the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahshua and are of the elect, those are going to be the men that stand boldly and are able to be saved out of this thermonuclear destruction, man. So I just wanted to bring this lesson to the body. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of JMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.